5-10 minutes just waiting on Mylin to finish as part of the relay race. So if this PBs, you know, you just skip until you see the first cutscene.
There goes the PB. I mean, you can restart. Your team would still be ahead.
No.
Did Keys just refer to Siglemic as this SM64 runner?
Or is he talking about Simply who did it this month?
But he didn't do 12 hours.
Yeah, he did 8.
He did 8, and then he didn't finish the month.
I just thought I'm going to die again for holy...
Gertie, what's it at, by the way?
Wait, 107.
Okay. Oh, it's not limited by 2 digits? Damn, I thought it would be.
You're not just only typing hi. I thought you're typing at... Oh my god, for fuck's sake, Liam.
Important massively.
Yes. The thing is, I don't hear. That's a good thing. I don't hear that. I just see the messages. Like, popping up. Like... this nice
also,
avatar and the number.
It's time for the lagging goblet cutscene.
Now it's... Oh wait, what did my... No,
beauty.
Mylin, you're not spamming. Mylin! Oh my god, you assholes! No, Mylin and you are spamming. Oh,
Imagine playing a game where you can't alt tab. Oh my goodness.
I technically could alt tab, but the cutscene would start to lag.
I mean, it's
But
already
it's so
lagging.
easy to just tap hi and then enter on the phone.
I know, that's what I just did. But I don't mind too much. Like, I don't hear the shit. I don't care, and this will lose like so much, like 40ish.
Yeah, that was costly.
Okay, almost time for a cutscene. For the cutscene to end.
I could have restarted. Like, I don't mind too much. But on PV, I will beat Katashi's and your time anyway soon.
So Mylin, full series relay and Pottercon?
Okay. Anyways, I warn you, you better won't do that.
I mean, again, if I didn't have to switch the games, I wouldn't mind.
I knew that my answer was going to be no before you even started the question.
Nick, so I've launched my game. If you can just check if you can see it.
I'll let you know once. It's like about a minute until you can start, so...
Yes, yeah, so I'm just getting it ready.
For that.
Doing my controls and whatnot.
Yeah, it's like 40 to 50 seconds. Holy shit, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, everything in this game is also... Like, a death in 7.2 is almost as bad as a death in 8.1. Yeah.
Like, a death in this game is so bad.
Rough.
You only have a very few places where you can die and still get a decent time.
Yep.
Okay, kids, remember, dying at the dragon costs you 45 seconds.
Yep, don't do that again.
There's one place where dying is fast.
True. That was a nice grip book, huh?
Where?
Very beautiful.
Fuck.
When you're doing the first save and quit in Battle of Hogwarts, if you can die, it's faster.
Okay, and you can go, Matthew. There we are. So we have both HP7 runners live.
Okay, Nick, so now we'll learn Kappa.
Yeah, obviously kind of an impossible task for Matthew to catch up, honestly, but maybe we can get some PBs, so we'll see about that. I'll switch the game sound over. GG's to Marlon and Sammy. Honestly, getting through that game is like an award on its own. Are you just like seeing yourself, Liam, in my chat?
Yes.
Nice. Sometimes that's needed.
No, don't pet Liam. He's a bad guy.
Blaze got roasted by 3 minutes.
Oh, Liam, stop messaging me. Fuck me.
Because now he spams in my chat.
I don't care about the chat. I should not have said that probably. Now he's going to. Nice interruption.
Thanks for good luck, Keys.
Care the easy slap. I mean, if you catch that up, that is very impressive.
That is some parts for them.
We can still have the direct comparison. That's also true. What Raku does. Maybe we can get some. You know, we'll see who gets the better 7.2 to begin with. But yeah, the prediction is. I mean, I think it's gone. There would have to be a big game crash or something happening for Getty here.
I'd need to go record.
No, I literally. Why did I
Then-
say Liam stop? Like now he's starting again. Oh my god, fuck off. But like it's so easy to just lose minutes in this game.
That is true, but is it easy to lose like 15 minutes?
Okay, that he's not 15 minutes behind.
Yeah, roundabout.
Hope Harry knows what he's doing.
Actually,
Holy
pretty
shit.
exciting.
Oh no,
Yeah.
wait, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Okay, no, I cannot lose that.
Well,
I mean,
that's
that would be
only
hard.
14. He already
I
lost
could
one.
have easily. I should have restarted. Seriously.
It's only 14
Fuck
minutes.
myself.
out. He already lost one.
True, true. That's a good point.
Would you mind presenting?
Can
Matthew
somebody find a way to get into that building early so we can...
I'm going to start with Matthew. Like search for the Matthew.
What was that?
Literally,
Like
if
the
you can
last
get
time
into,
to collectible.
if you
not
can
smooth.
get into that building early,
Oh,
it's
okay.
6 minutes and makes Hundo only like 3 minutes slower than any percent.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Would be very neat. I mean, I know I've tried.
It would also make 18 free-ish.
18? How would like a 3-minute time save make 18 free? What are you on about?
5 minutes. 18. Dude, like 1910 is already free.
Dude, don't you have like a 1925 or something?
I have a 1937 load list, but like
What?
I lose 7 minutes to chess, 7 minutes to fake rings, like 15 minutes in 7.1, and like 10 minutes in 7.2.
Yeah, get good.
Griphook and Bogrod will take the direct route to the vault. We'll have to find another way down.
Also, hey, Matthew can play. The cutscene is
Yep.
over.
Hog.
The longest cutscene in all of Harry Potter. Honestly, I think that's a pretty good Hogsmeade for Gertie. At least it looks like it. I'm trying to pay close attention. Oh, or not, because there's someone missing. I should not have said anything. I jinxed the next person.
Now the whole thing is cursed.
No
Never
idea
mind,
where
I'm
he-
lucky as fuck.
Like when?
But still, this one's a little shit. I would never continue that piece of shit.
Yeah, no, in actual PB attempts, that would be a reset with that dragon death.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I feel like most people would have reset their runs if they would have been actual runs in this Octofecta relay.
Yes, hopefully, if not, please get some serious
I mean-
help.
2 people PB'd, so they probably wouldn't have. Actually, to be fair, I assume Sammy would have reset when he got the weird crash / whatever that was in 7.1.
Harry, we need to get past those guards. If we want to get deeper into Gringotts, we'll have to go this way.
Well, the audio balancing is fine, but it should be. Wait, you can save with there as well?
That's just for the fact that you don't have to wait for a mighty one to walk to you.
Is it faster?
It's
though?
only
Yes,
only
if
faster. It's
if you're
only
fast.
faster if you do the last room up.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, okay.
And if you're not completely prepared, you get it optimally.
Yes, yeah. Sammy's time is better than what it seems because he had some tech issues. Like he literally had to restart his PC. So
What's that noise?
yeah, his time is actually better than it seems on the splits because when Ken was done, he couldn't instantly start.
Yeah, Nick, so you had tech issues today too, right?
Not really, actually. Like I'm actually pretty happy. I mean, the only thing was the live split, which was fucked up. Everything else went really
And
well.
at the beginning of the stream.
Well, I couldn't stream to Podathon. Yeah, those were the big,
Yeah,
big
there were
issues.
tech issues.
Yeah. Technically not, but yeah.
Why didn't you even attempt to ping though?
Yes, that's the thing we didn't understand. You didn't even
Dude, I don't
try
know.
to write him. That was like so Pepega.
Wrote it in the Podathon channel.
But you didn't ping anybody.
That's true.
This one isn't too good actually. It's really so much time.
Nobody should.
That's pretty okay. But pretty good Stupefy.
Yeah, can you please stop drinking stuff? Thank you. Like every time you say, yeah, you got pretty good, I just mess up completely.
That's my specialty.
And soft looking.
Yep, that as well. And just
You know
losing
what's
time.
kind of amazing about this? Neither of us crashed in HP4.
Yeah,
and
that's so impressive.
Mark
And then the thing is, like, I think Mark got your crashes.
Not
Mark
just
is
Mark,
awful.
in 7.1, Mylan crashed twice, Sammy crashed one. Like, what the hell?
Mark's HP5 is literally just.
I'm so bad at this.
I think this was like 10ish.
Matthew also coming up to the worst part of Gringotts. At least in my
Oh,
opinion.
I hate it. I absolutely
It's
hate
the
it.
second worst. Like, if you find a good setup for the other room, it's
This bridge
the
doesn't break
worst.
stable.
Wait, what's the
Other one's
worst?
I like where you have to run. Like to a dragon.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that one is a bit annoying, yeah.
Honestly, Ron.
HP5 was cursed,
Okay, actually,
yeah.
only 5-second time was
See if you can
like
find
moving
another one.
fast. But it could have saved so much time.
So who in the Harry Potter community is gonna do a subathon and get 125,000 subs?
Imagine having viewers for that kick W.
Dude, come on. Oh, come on.
You said 130,000 now. Holy fuck.
Like, dude, this is like holy shit. Like,
Yeah, is it still
like-
going, by the way, the subathon?
No, I think he's done now, or like he's
Oh.
on the left. He's done.
He's got 20 hours left. What are you talking about?
Wait,
Oh.
somebody really again? Like he had 8 hours left, like 8 hours ago.
That's insane.
But he isn't there for like the next day, so his roommates have taken over.
Wait,
The thing
what?
is, but the thing is, he's literally completely rich now.
Yeah.
No, he's
That's
giving
the
most of
only-
it away. He's paying his mods like 80 grand and giving, or he's for every sub $1 is going to charity and like $1 is going to his mods that he's gotten during it.
Imagine being a mod in his stream, though. You're literally the happiest person alive.
I mean, I'm sure he has many mods.
But still, you know how much money he made. Holy shit.
And then a ton goes to taxes because taxes.
Yeah.
He's-
Like in
into
Germany,
college.
you could you could say you already have to give 50% away.
He's probably in one of the highest US tax brackets. Let's see what they are this year.
Also, we actually have Spats approaching very soon. Now that I see Gary fighting the carrots.
Yeah.
There's one on this fight.
Oh.
So.
Nice camera.
The highest tax
Hey.
bracket in the US is 37% when you make more than essentially half. a
Wait,
million dollars.
37, and then there's Germany, 50%.
37. That's only federal. That's a place state tax, California state tax.
Yeah, Gary's gonna try and kill those two Death Eaters, the carrot, at the same time because they have an additional cutscene if you don't. If he only kills one and then waits too long to kill the other, then there's a stupid cutscene playing. So let's see if he gets it. Looks
There's
like a pretty.
There's another.
Yep.
That was actually a good one.
It was really good. Yeah, it looked like pretty quick after.
There's another 12%.
Yeah, like the thing is, I actually brought them down together. Pretty good. And here, like normally, Snap will throw a bench at you, but for some reason, if you stay close enough to the shield, Snap is like, "Oh no, I don't want to hurt the kids. I don't just
Yeah.
want to throw a bench at you."
You want to instantly back walk, and then he just doesn't have that quick time event. So it's the smallest quick time event to skip because it's really pointless. Okay, let's see. Matthew coming up to the dragon, so hopefully that's gonna go better than Gary's.
Please don't
And
think
like
it's me.
Snape has a pattern, like the way he
Right.
operates.
I actually
what
pick
he
up the
does.
controller for this bit.
Yeah, should
I'll-
be fine.
I have better movement on controller.
Yeah, it's actually interesting to note as well. I think Gary's playing completely on keyboard, right?
Yeah. I tried controller as a million, and I was like, I cannot live
Yeah.
with that.
I
That is
actually-
so terrible.
I actually have a
That's
bit
why
of
I'm
a.
so impressed how Matthew can do that, like with the controller.
I actually have a bit of a mix. I'm actually fairly half and half right now, actually.
Yeah, like a hybrid way of doing it, which is quite interesting. Don't think anybody else goes for that. But that's the good thing about this game, you can actually just use the controller without having to...
Yeah, like you can literally hold forward with W and cast with the trigger on the controller.
The thing is, I think in a few levels, control has some benefits, but I think most of the game it's just like not that useful.
Up there, the Horcrux.
It's mostly
Or
keyboard.
maybe it's like double inputs on PC, if you go forward with controller and keyboard.
Oh my
I
god.
know, I don't think so now. The thing is, the only thing I could imagine you could avoid is that how we, like, if you press the sprint button, he like starts walking slowly and then got into the sprint. That's maybe the only thing you could avoid, but I'm not even sure about that.
Yeah.
And now we get to the burning chamber. Lee, why did you will pack mods? And I don't care if that is rude. You're rude too. Don't cry. But like, yeah. The next quest that we're going to have is going to happen in Basilisk in Atrophy.
Yeah, so it's
Still-
gonna be
still
it's gonna be a
time.
while until that. We have both people in the cutscene, which I guess you know this. Since there's any percent we actually have to watch the cutscenes, there's a new game plus, which the main difference is that you can skip them. But honestly, the cutscenes are quite neat in this game.
I don't get how it was 10 seconds on this one. This was such a clean
Yeah,
security
it felt
game.
pretty good. I agree.
It was.
Got all the skips and everything, so.
I mean, it's not like the thing is, I actually didn't find anything in security this time. That's why I
Yeah.
don't really understand why I did wrong, seriously.
I guess your PV failed even less.
Yeah. Probably. And like this, the spell is just an indicator that you know that you're right.
You let him in?
Yeah.
Harry?
I can't always help
If you see those, you know, okay, just
There's a Horcrux at
continue walking.
Hogwarts, something to do with
Where you are
faith.
walking.
We have to go there.
I think the point
Yeah,
is like
that-
left, right,
Snape's
right,
bastard.
left, right, I think.
You can't just walk in.
I don't really know it from the top of my head either, but it's kind of this, the layout of the chamber is kind of a maze in this. They only have spiders as the enemy. It's honestly the worst level in this entire game. It's-
Nice.
Like it's
In
the
my-
it's the boring, like the most boring one.
Yeah, the most boring one. It's just like protect the Ron. He's
Okay.
gonna take forever to open door.
Go, that's
Yeah.
better. 1346 Gringotts.
Oh dang. 20
So the-
second gold. Or gold and 20 seconds ahead. Nice.
Yeah, my PB
Nice.
Gringotts was kind of bad.
Feels strange to be back at Hogsmeade.
That is one hell of a start though for like a relay race.
And it was actually not a very good Gringotts. I got stopped a lot in the running bit. That really bad room was bad.
We need to move.
The adjectives. Oh, so bad at this area.
I recommend like putting your brightness like 3 stages up for like chamber.
Oh yeah,
For
but
me.
it's so awful. Like it's so bad though if you do that, but yeah, you can put your brightness all the way
The
up.
thing
so
is
you
like
can
the
No.
best way
Oh,
if
yeah.
you don't mind time loss
Fuck.
or like normal loads, play on fucking low graphics. The game doesn't know the
Dude,
word light
come on.
lightning if you play on low.
Come on.
Seriously. It's almost like it's daylight
Well, there goes all my time save.
in chamber.
Fucking keyboard.
scrolling and hiding. What's the
Okay,
difference? It was 15 minutes going into 7.2, but we reset it in HP6.
Somehow I was
Considering,
lucky.
if you would count everything that was before, it's probably like a lot more time because
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
Mark
looking-
didn't even get HP5, but yeah.
Here's just the small thing that Flo told me. We have to kill the 3 spiders, but normally now there's some like another 3 spiders that spawn in our back, but we can literally ignore them. One gets hit once, and he just continues walking, or at least spawn. I don't know what happens to them, but you can just walk.
Yeah.
That was loads better. Fucking that keyboard.
Thanks for the sub, by the way. I don't have alerts on this scene because I was not planning to stream on my channel, but appreciate it. spending your first ever sub on me. Thanks, man. Also, there's a soft lock on champ. I think we talked about it before. I don't know if you guys ever got it actually.
Yeah, I've got it multiple times.
No.
Like Flo also got it in his world record. In the previous one, I think.
Dang.
Yeah. Like, you can still optimize this run so much. I think with the ILs we have so far, we are like I think at 58 in total.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
and
the
you
world record is like a 102. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, technically could improve this run so much more. That's incredible.
7.2 has a lot of very inconsistent times, but also very like hidden times here sometimes. Like it's hard to tell where you lose or save time, but yeah.
But like the most time sets we have is just from spell cycling things. For everybody that doesn't know, we technically have one out of bounds in Wingert. But the way how 7.2 treats his game states makes it unusable because nothing spawns. Like I think the dragon captain triggers, but the dragon is just nope, I'm not here, I'm on holiday.
Fucking hate Hogsmeade.
And he's just not there for some reason.
Yeah, that's a shame. Like out of bounds in this game works the same as in 7.1, like Katie said, pretty much. So we've gotten out of bounds in a lot of maps, or more like TK has mostly, but also the Battle of Hogwarts when you're supposed to go down to the boathouse, you can go out of bounds on and vote
I don't
more,
know
but
that.
yeah, it just never does anything because the way the game treats the save points mentioned. Yeah.
There's like the thing that was which is kind of sad. But
Yeah.
like I think that approach in this game is kind of interesting.
Yo guys.
But like it's like at least you can go out of bounds in this game. Like in HP6, if you go out of bounds, you just can't move. Or you're like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
No,
to answer that as well, we have found out of bounds in HP6 as well, which involves like essentially you standing on a bench and then putting it away of a student, and the student lifts the bench and like it lifts you out of bounds.
Hiding.
But if you do that, you can't move. So we can get out of bounds, but you're stuck in a state where you can't move. So it sadly doesn't really do much, at least for now.
and I think it never will.
Yeah, probably not. Unlikely that it's possible in HP6. Oh, hey, killing more spiders. What a great level.
There's a reason why I turn on subtitles. I don't have to pay attention to what one says.
Yeah. It's horrible. You can root for both players.
I actually think that subtitles cause a bit more lag, but I really don't care about the lag.
Yeah, doesn't matter too much.
There's like somewhat of my thing here. There's a big spider that's going to spawn, and whenever it spawns, you can kind of start moving away already. Why I'm still a bit unsecure about that. Yeah, this is a bad chamber.
It's always the bench. In every game you can do.
I mean, I think for an alley chamber it's decent.
Yeah, it looked pretty okay. I mean, it's not. Chamber is kind of an auto scroller, so it's not like you can
Yes.
or lose a lot of time on it.
I think if you I don't think chamber takes much from NG plus in any.
No,
I think there isn't too much of a difference.
Actually, not at all.
But
I don't
it
think.
kind of depends on how fast you kill the spiders. I think you definitely lose a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I guess yeah. Really good.
I really fucking hate this
I
level.
I would play a GoldenEye Harry Potter game, honestly, I have to say. I wouldn't
I
mind.
think we have to go back to this game, so seriously.
Yeah, at some point. Also, I agree, Matthew, I hate this level as well. Like, the entire early game of 7.2 I really don't like. Until the Neville mission is done. After that, it's actually fun.
Yeah, I've definitely got a
Because
stronger
you have all the spells,
game.
because you literally have all the spells.
Yeah, I
That
guess.
is like easy, that's the thing.
I've
This
definitely,
is
my
why I
late game
love
is
NG Plus
far,
so much more.
much easier.
NG Plus is just fun. You have every spell from the beginning. And you
And you can
upgrade
skip
from the
cutscenes,
second
and you can
level.
sprint from the beginning, which is possible.
Yeah, I think like the sprinting and having all the splits from the beginning is the most important thing.
Yeah.
But you can upgrade from the second level on, which I personally always forget again. Like, how I can imagine overflow screwed up me fucking upgrading room requirements.
You're Dumbledore's brother. Do you have
Like, I never remember that shit.
Yeah.
Your brother gave us a job to do.
So I think Matthew is still ahead after that Hogsmeade. Must have. Okay.
I can save at least 15 seconds on that Hogsmeade. That was
okay.
quite bad.
Like, my run is already dead. Like, I'm over a minute behind now. Like, there's no chance in it being anything.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
And the thing is, my elder game is actually decent. I mean, it's hard to not lose time.
Yeah.
But I actually.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I typed my gold. I do actually gold. Actually gold. I said 8 seconds.
That was the worst Hogsmeade of my life.
Okay, now we get into the next, like,
Snape has had
1 minute tricks and 2 bigger ones.
It's the Carrows you have to watch out for.
Actually,
We save a cycle here, which doesn't.
yes. We also have
if
to.
you,
Right there.
Oh, you run to that one. That's actually important. Oh, interesting.
and now we come out with like 2 new tricks. Like, one of them is not really new, but no one used it before
Rowena Ravenclaw's
because
last name.
it's fucking terrible. And in NG Plus, no one ever thought about it.
Harry,
But because
Snape
Flo
knows
found
you
another
will
7-second time save,
He's gathering
he actually
everyone
made
in
my
Great
trick,
Hall.
the
Now.
one I saw using almost impossible. But for Annie, he made it apparently with the one he found pretty
It has
easy.
come to my attention that Harry Potter was cited at
Also,
Hogsmeade.
to explain the full series thing,
have employed
we have just defined full series as every game that shares a title with the movie is included. And
Like-
Hogwarts Legacy is gonna be Hogwarts Legacy, so it's not gonna share a title with the movie, which just means it's not gonna be in full series. So that's our way of like making it future-proof.
Like normally, they will spawn 4 more guards, but for some reason, if you stay close enough to them, they just won't spawn.
Because that makes
Flo
sense.
just Flo found it on accident.
Stupid is more like it.
And then there's another small skip here, which is
And-
really hard.
Okay, never mind. Apparently
You
I
got
failed. No, I didn't.
I failed it.
Because the finger didn't hit. Oh my
And
god.
the idea is to kill all the snipers on the other side, and then you can just plant the charge in that one downtime when like no one is around, because
It's
you
already
know,
enough to plant this.
yeah, then you can plant. But now Gary has to fight all of those guys, but that's a really like rough trick, honestly.
Like in Annie, it's really free. In Annie, it's free. But now in NG Plus, do you think that Flo found it's really hard? And we are still because we're just way too fast now for some reason. And because actually speed matters for the trick. And before we were like always way too slow, but now with Flo should be too fast.
Fuller series, I guess. Classic World of Warcraft. Never played World of Warcraft, sadly. It's never been totally up my alley.
You are a coward, Severus. You always were.
Yeah, I just found it fucking terrible. That's all I can say.
I mean, it's really only the dragon. I think the run itself is okay, which is the one.
No, it's
dragon.
not.
I mean, you would be pretty much even with your PB
You're
if not for that.
Probably.
returning to their positions.
Well, like,
Imagine
this chapter is
without
also terrible
Snape.
already.
And I think that's still a pretty good Carrows and Snape fight, right?
That was a really good Snape.
Look pretty
You
fast.
tried to hit the torches here. But it
Continuing
sometimes can be.
the sick pace. That would be nice. I mean, a third PB on this would be pretty sick. That would be a PB rate of like
Appears your headmaster
1/5,
has done it back.
I think.
Where's the math guy if we need him?
Yeah, exactly. Like 20%. I don't know. That
Tracking.
can't be. It can't be 20%, but I don't know. It's a high one at least. So Matthew on a good pace for PB. Gary with that dragon mistake.
By
Unfortunately.
the way, no, it's this torch. There we go. Here's a collectible.
Yep.
For some reason, in the torch.
You have a reason for it.
Whoever
Yeah,
thought
that's
about placing it there,
What is it
please.
you need?
Who?
And there are a lot of torches on this map, so that's a stupid one for sure.
Do what you have to
Like even if you casted all the torches, I don't know. There's just so many on this map.
I
So
mean,
if you
technically I could still PB. Technically, but there's no way. I will.
have like a sick everything now, maybe.
That nothing we do will be able to keep out.
No, I would need to gold stuff.
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean we can't hold him up.
I would need to get a pretty good genie. Like a very good genie, actually, to be fair.
And a good Hogwarts as well, like Battle of Hogwarts. That's probably
Yeah,
the most
but-
important in this entire run.
Actually, I can save run about 40 seconds now in genie.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter if we find the hawk.
We'll
Like
see what
genie
happens.
is definitely one of my worst. Like I won't save 40 seconds in genie. There's literally no way, because I don't know how flow is so
We know where we might find
fast on this level.
We're going to the Chamber of
But it's flow. What do we expect actually?
But take the
Yep.
Marauder's map.
Nothing else, of
You'll be able to
course.
find me.
Nope. Flow is going fast. Oh wow. Yeah, like, you can tell the difference between Gardy's chamber and Matthew's chamber. That's a dark chamber.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
probably do something about that.
This is why I put the brightness like 3 times up. A bit.
Hey, but the spell has a cool effect now if you shoot it. Quite
Like that's
That's
the only thing. Like chamber, like that has like some nice lighting, but on low there's no lighting at all, which I
Oh.
find pretty weird shit.
That's weird indeed. Yeah, Cam didn't really fit on the layout. Also, yeah, I don't know. Also, this is not really. It was first supposed to be on Podathon anyway, so it's not really about me that much. It's more like showcasing the people that I aimed at.
I'm okay.
It
I'm
would
just
be
sitting
nice to
here.
have the runner's webcam that they want to.
That would be cool, actually, yeah. But that would be even. I don't even want to think about that from a tech
And the
point of
thing is,
view.
it's I think we could do that pretty good over Discord.
Keep your wandlet. I'll keep
Yeah.
But like the
maybe.
thing is, the layout would be pretty. Like the games would be pretty small then.
Yeah, it's hard to fit everything. Also, like it took me like quite a while to figure out how to get my life sprint vertical.
Really?
Or horizontal rather. Yeah, I couldn't
Wow, that
find
is
that. Out.
so. This is so easy.
Yeah, I know, but I just couldn't find it.
Oh my god, this game hates me. And can you please get the hell out of there?
Gary's at the sniping now, which is I would also say one of the more important parts of this game. It's like actually really easy to lose a lot of time here.
And
And,
not very easy to save a lot of time, but if you go to this party, you can save so much holy time.
Yeah.
That is
But like
incredible.
the biggest issue with this is that they like to move, and yeah, same as in 7.1, if you have your auto aim, it doesn't hit if they move. So especially the first phase of this Neville sniping section is really annoying. They just move all over the place and you can't hit them. So you have to like
As soon
pre-aim
as
and
you
stuff.
get Impedimenta, the game is
Yep.
Oh, went the wrong way.
completely different.
Everything is better with Impedimenta.
No, Ron, there's spiders. Not acromantula. Look out!
Yeah, and there's a new game plus this as well if you have Impedimenta, which to explain that we'll see it soon because it's or at least for Gary.
Quick question, I can leave the last 2, can't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the newest strat kind of in 7.2. You just like there are 2 more spiders spawning in the chamber Matthew just passed. But you don't have to do anything with them.
It's
Because
not like
they are
it's
not-
new, just like people don't talk about such small things that often.
I
Because
mean,
that
I didn't
they-
know it before Flo found it.
Yeah, because like people assume, oh, you should know that.
No, maybe.
Like also flow, like no, actually Kakashi told me that I think.
It's definitely a
For
nice
this
little.
level, it's actually a bit easier to just use Pachivicus most of the time.
Mm.
Because they don't move too much here.
Yeah.
And like some like
Okay.
you after a while you know what guards are one hit with some spells and which are not. You can often see at the clothes they're wearing.
Yeah, at
Well,
least
like-
it's not the Death Eaters with body armor yet, whatever that's supposed to do in a magical fight. Just have your good old knight's armor.
Yeah, this is like one of the easier ones. And then we're all the way to the last wave.
Yep. I think this is the single longest level. No, actually, Gringotts is apparently longer, looking at Gary's splits. Gringotts is actually the longest level with cutscenes? I actually didn't know that. I mean, I guess the intro is like 3 minutes, that doesn't make sense.
Almost. I think I've got it.
But this is the second longest level, and it's, I mean, I don't know, it's just kind of pointless. Imagine you're a wizard and you can do like exploding spells and you plant charges manually to blow the bridge up. Like, I
Where
don't
we
know.
literally have a spell that is then Confringo and blows up
Yeah.
things,
Yep.
which we use.
I feel like there would be an
That's-
easier way, but yeah.
The chamber's closed. Let's get this
At least it gives us the epic Scabier chase that we're about to see in like very soon.
Which is a completely auto-scroller. Mentioning, by the way. Come on, peek your little head.
Oh, where is he? He's... No, that's not the correct
Yeah,
one,
that's-
actually. Dude, this one guy is really hiding. Playing some hide and seek back there. Yeah, Umbridge just breaks an entire wall on HP5 with Confringo. Oh no, actually she uses Bombarda Maxima though, doesn't she?
Yes.
The movie in HP5.
But actually they're like so similar, I don't think there's a big difference.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably the same spell, just called different. I mean, they're
Yeah,
not the
at least it
Bombarda.
has the same effect. And this will lose time as well. Just saying.
Rip.
Like, Metal Beast bad in every way.
There we go.
Thanks, Ron.
After that we're going to get giants, and then there's like one very, very small thing you can do, because you have to select Confringo, and normally you can only select it kind of late. With like according to Flow Frame Perfect, you can get it.
Did Gary remember this guy? Gary?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, you're back, okay. Why is... Okay, your Steam is gone for some reason. Wait, I'm reloading
Yeah, I
it.
lost connection.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, thanks, that was interesting.
Like-
I mean,
It reconnects in like 6 seconds, according
Okay.
to OBS.
okay, let me know once it's connected. Invalid, yeah, I'm real.
Oh no,
Not like it's
wait.
being anyway.
Let me just restart the stream.
Okay. Time for Matthew to get up, who's finally out of chamber because god dang is that level long.
Cannot connect to the server.
Yeah.
I saved Ginny.
Really?
It's
well,
like, I always seem to lose time in chamber.
Try room 3, Gertie. Maybe it's like still having you connected.
I'm like losing time, but I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean that's just tech stuff. I don't know what happened there.
Okay, let me try room 3.
Yeah, I think that was kind of bad.
Hermione, you
You
do
have
it.
gold on your splits or?
Okay,
I accidentally erased these splits, so I can't really tell at the moment.
Connected to room 3 now.
Okay, cool. I'll get you up then. There we go, we're back on Getty's side. Almost as if nothing happens, just imagine Scabier like chasing him and then falling down. Yeah, that's all you need. We're gonna see it on
I'm like
Netflix.
2 minutes
Yeah.
behind, but who cares?
Yeah, that was...
Let me just stop this.
Yeah.
But that's a nice mode. The giant with his mouth open.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking the same. It could definitely make for a good FFG, you know?
And now it's like all well have configure now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so the way this giant works, I don't think we've properly explained that, but it has like a cooldown where it can't take damage. So you actually have to time your Confringo. Like you want to hit it with Confringo and Petrificus at the same time. Gary's doing a really good job at that. Holy shit, that is pretty sick. So you have to wait, like, you know, you just have to know it. There's nothing that tells you when to shoot, but you just have to kind of feel the cooldown period when you can take damage again. And then you really want to try to hit both spells at the same time.
No mind.
I might be behind after.
Nixo, stop!
Comparison.
Literally, stop jinxing shit.
Ari, I'm just thinking playing.
You're cursed!
Do you think so, Matthew? I mean, it's not like you can lose a lot of time on Chamber though, right?
I mean, I in my 7 PC do Effector. Hang on a second. Had to concentrate. In my 7 PC do Effector, I lost like 20 seconds on
You also want to
Chamber
like,
for no reason. I felt like it was a good chamber.
That was weird.
With, like,
Maybe like
Petrificus. That's what you actually plan is.
Same idea for the
that
giant.
makes the most damage.
Yeah, I think it's a giant. Like it could also be a troll, but I'm pretty sure it's a giant. At least they are in the movies, which this is based on. I don't know though. I felt like your run is still good, Matthew. We'll see. I don't think you're gonna be behind after Neville. Also, mostly because I really want to see a third PV, so I believe.
Now we just have to fight a few Death Eaters.
Yeah, this is just time, even like
until somehow it doesn't make sense. The giant can climb up the bridge and tries to kill us.
Yeah, he's a climber giant. I don't know. He's very.
And the thing that sometimes happens, even though you like marked all of them and you released your implementer, the spell just disappears, and we have like a small cooldown for like a second.
Yeah, and it's terrible.
Which is so weird.
Yep. Also, this quick time event is always the same, so that's fun.
Yeah,
always
like if you don't know the order, it's actually terrible, and you can easily fail the 5 if you don't hit fast enough. Like you actually have to hit fast.
It's actually quite tight from like time-wise.
And
then you have to fight all
how the hell
again.
is the giant supposed to walk climb up there? But apparently, EA did not think about that.
Also, stop bringing back the 7.2 DSPTSD. We have to burn the giant's hands. I don't want to remember that. That's a terrible boss fight.
And like in a minute or a minute and a half, we're going to get to the next trick, which is actually so fucking dumb. You won't believe it.
Yeah,
we can skip a little dialogue kind of thing at the end, but like just running through, not getting stopped.
Dude,
it's like it's actually consistent. If you don't get stopped.
Yeah, that's like the POC strat, which we actually only recently figured out. Like the final, you know,
I wouldn't just say recently, but it's act like it's not that completely.
It's pretty recent.
It's
pretty recent. But at the end of the level, there's a well, a bit of talking about the diadem essentially, and we had that just randomly skipped like a year ago or so. Some people just got like randomly that dialogue didn't happen. It really depends on this.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
I think essentially the thing is, if you don't get stopped, you get it.
Yeah, if you don't get stopped there, then Ron and Hermione are like hanging so far behind, they get stuck behind the corner.
No, it's actually only one.
Yeah, okay, whatever. One of them. Or
things like Hermione will always be with you, but Ron is just stuck back there.
I guess true, because he has to open the path. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, Ron is gonna be stuck there, so he's not gonna be there for like the end of the level, which just skips the small dialogue at the end. I don't know how much time it is.
But I also had 1 or 2 times that even though I got it, I still didn't get the thing for some reason.
Oh, really?
But that happens so rarely, and you might think, oh my god, I'm dead. Never mind, like for some reason Harry is taking so much that is incredible.
Harry's tanking the death curse like
and
it's
funny thing here is, normally we would need to destroy those bunkers, but especially for this one, we can just walk it and leave for some reason.
Is it actually quicker, by the way, or is destroying it quicker?
No, like running to it. Especially in Edge Plus, you try to apparate into an apparate back immediately, but also in any it's just faster to not destroy it.
No.
And you'll see immediately when I walk down this little bridge thing. No wait, there's one little left, never mind.
Fucking right to die.
So we'll see if the cutscene will skip at the end of the diadem. So after Miney gets rid of the last pile of trash, there should be an instant like load to the next area. If it works.
Like, I will never go over the name, but we have to. It sounds a bit weird, but we essentially just have to go on the black guy. No wastes, just saying.
Oh, he actually triggers the next area?
No, we don't know. It's just like we just do it. As Crow, he came up with that. He's like, you just want to go at him. The same of like with Malfoy. At the first room, we just normally implement on Malfoy once, and he's going away again because for some reason in Entry Plus, but only in the Diadem, our spells are faster, as stronger and faster. And you see, I got the dialogue skip. And not
there we
always
go.
the cutscene. Because normally you would stand in front of that thing and Hermione or Ron, I don't know who exactly, but I think Ron would talk about Diadem real quick.
What a diadem!
But because Ron never came with us because it got stuck at the back, it just starts the cutscene immediately.
Stop running!
Protection. Yeah, and like that's what
This
I
thing
mentioned
is-
before. They like to run. It's really hard to
It's essentially auto scroll as well, but you still have to move your fingers. Like, you have to actually tell him to walk. Rodrigo is the thing he does alone. I think you can lose a bit of time if you don't get the objects.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that.
Like longer slow motion. I don't
Because
know.
you can't get hit sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think you lose like 2 seconds or something like that.
Also, even though like auto scrollers are never good in games, but this is probably my favorite part of this game.
Like what happens kind of often is that you miss 2 of those for some reason. Yeah, like I missed this one, even though it was marked.
Stop moving!
But that doesn't lose time at all. That's completely irrelevant.
It's weird. I missed that one as well, like quite often. Thanks for updating the command line. For the small rephrasing.
Now we go to one of the worst levels, Spell of Hogwarts, which is actually nerve-wracking as hell.
Yep. It has one segment where you just run through 1,000 Death Eaters, and if you die, it's
I mean, that's essentially the whole bit of Hogwarts. You just run through and hope they'll die.
Yep. That's pretty much the premise of most of this game, to be honest.
Not
Bad
wrong,
luck.
yeah, I think you could say that. I can agree. But we have 2 7 grids in Spell of Hogwarts. They're just helping us to get Hermione and Ron closer to us, because when we would need to wait years for them to walk to us, because they're slow as hell. But if there's a save point and the 7 grid, they spawn right next to us.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
Battle of
the whole-
Hogwarts is... Wait.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. This is probably the
Most
Yeah,
nerve-wracking level of the whole game.
that's for sure, yeah. But also the one where you can, on average, lose or save the most time, I think. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that game
definitely. In my PvP, I died here to a software I've never seen before. Like, Flo saw a similar one, where he apparated and right after the apparition he couldn't move anymore. But for some reason, I could move for a short way, and then couldn't move it anymore. Please don't ask me why. The
what is
apparition is
that?
also kind of OP. You can upgrade through walls.
apparition is super nice in this game. It's a shame it's unlocked that late in any percent. Like, this is literally the level we unlock it, so it's the first time we see it. But you can cut all those corners, and as long as you apparate, you're also invincible, so... I mean, I didn't have to play today. I was just sitting here.
Okay,
and
I
commentating,
found a
so-
good stretch of Battle of Hogwarts finally. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was
Getting
just.
easier.
I didn't play though, so it's not as exhausting for me.
Okay, by the way, Matthew, like the
Yeah.
thread I showed you before, where you implemented the 2 guys on the top on the roof, you can actually implement those 3 guys up there, and
Okay.
then Pacificus the one in front of you on the roof thing.
Oh, nice. I normally fail it anyway, so it's worth a try. Dude, I fucking hate this bit.
Since I've seen it in chat, you know, again, want to give some shoutouts to Potterfront. Still go and follow that channel, please, if you are into Harry Potter content, because it's our marathon channel. So we're gonna have the Pottathon on it, for this channel, which is gonna be a charity marathon later this year, most likely in like August or something. So which is a weekend of just Harry Potter run, as well as other small events every now and then. So please go and follow Pottathon if you are interested in Harry Potter speedrunning. You're not gonna regret it. It's also where this event was supposed to take place without, well, problems.
Now we're
call it
getting kind of close to the second 7 crit we have in this run, in this level. And here's a soft lock which I apparently started to get, which causes 2 enemies not to spawn, which completely soft locks you.
Don't think I know about that one.
Okay, there we go. Like, if you appear at the wrong timing, at the wrong spot, the 2 enemies just won't spawn, and you soft lock. Which started happening to me pretty recently, and I was pretty confused, but apparently if you appear over that thing, you can soft lock. But I stopped doing it, and surprise, I don't soft lock anymore.
There are like so
Well,
many
actually-
random ass soft blocks in 7.2 that just happen.
Yeah. And like, actually Flown legally doing the stream completely different. He kills them on the way to the store, but I kill them when I'm here.
My hand's
I do
starting
feel
to
like my-
slip off the controller.
With that? No, I don't do so.
You just escape you on keyboard?
With it?
I love the epic slow motion Neville cutscene. That's the one we missed on Gary because we had a small disconnect. It's so good.
Yeah, but at least I have it here.
Told you I'd bring her down.
Like, you're going to see how OP approved.
This is the moment of truth.
And we're close going to get to the trigger already said next I'm going to do.
See if I
Which is a 1 second time save,
lost any time.
which only is good for like despawning enemies and for like a 1 second time, but if I'm properly good.
I'm pretty sure you're still ahead, Matthew. By like 30-ish. Which is nice. Ahead of PB. So that's pretty sick.
Whenever you hit this cutscene,
Oh, sweet.
you just save and quit. This wasn't too probably, but it still was okay.
It is my duty
Then you
to
spawn a
protect
little
Yes.
bit up, but you can activate down here. And now
Yeah,
there's
that's the
another
big thing
difference
as well.
I do. Like, this is considered to be slower, but I don't care. It's just more chill at the end.
Oh my god, this epic slow motion apparition as well.
It definitely
That's kinda
loses
neat.
time to do the apparition, but you have a way easier way to the bottom then because you just walk down.
Yeah.
Instead of,
that is
like
pretty
crossing
nice.
more staircases. Like stairs.
I don't actually know if that's slower, honestly.
Like I figured
that
out,
is-
like I found that between I went over that when I tried to find something in this room.
That is definitely a cool apparition. I
It's
don't think
pretty
I've ever
much
seen before.
it's pretty much slower to the thing you get to the slow motion. But I think overall it doesn't lose too much time, and I think like end where you have to walk, it's just a bit more chill and easier.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
it
think,
more.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what would need to get time, but I think it's definitely not that slow. And quite nice.
When I said I'd defend Hogwarts,
This is the most optimal one you want to get. You want to hit him kind of earlier.
Is he always teleporting there? No, right? It's just
Yeah,
kinda
yes, he
random.
always go. He always goes.
Oh, he
there.
did? Oh.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay,
like he's
somehow
doing that
that
for me.
didn't. That should have actually knocked him down the torch, but imagine. the game doing what it's supposed to be. But yeah, like he always goes at the beginning, this way you pretty much can camp up from there. Oh, I lost him.
Leave this place immediately.
Great fight is kind of a mess, honestly.
Dude.
Yeah, because there's so much happening.
Yeah,
You have to be
and, like,
careful to not die, you have to take a look at the smoke, at the apparition. It's a pretty annoying level, but it's not as bad as others.
Also, like, his health is so stupid because I think we just kill him too quickly, so he just regenerates health throughout that fight, pretty much.
Well, I actually think that is kind of what they wanted.
I mean, maybe, but like a werewolf or something? I don't know.
Yeah, that happens if he's apparently not spawned completely.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's some grey health.
Yeah,
but it's also 7.2, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like you can skip this for the animation if you hit it immediately. I think that is what causes it. And now we go to a second apparition trick, which is pretty really game perfect. You can get an early apparition down here, but yes, it's annoying as shit.
It's just random pretty much. But if you match apparition, you can do the one that Getty's doing now,
what
but just in the cutscene.
we hold forwards and sidewards walking, and then we just spam apparition.
And sometimes it works.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see it on Matthew's stream. We'll see. It's a cool strat.
Also pretty good boathouse.
And now, oh, actually, this is probably the longest cutscene. I talked about it before, but this is probably the longest cutscene because this has like all the plot of 7.2, like literally all the plot in it.
The ghost of Helena Raven.
So in the meantime, we can focus on the trophy room again and see how the first
and the best lines in the game.
Oh yeah, which we're not gonna hear because we can get his sound, but yeah.
Come on, Draco. Don't be a coward. Just do him.
Me and Blaze will do ya.
I'm actually awake, I think, for like almost 24 hours now.
Because Draco went up the spine for it. Me and Blaze are going to do
I think I'm
it.
awake for like 20 hours now. At this point, or like close, like 19 and a half, I think.
No.
Because for some reason I woke up at 6:45 AM for some reason.
Nervousness for the relay, of course.
Definitely.
Gotta be.
I said it that quick enough.
Oh yeah, actually, I don't think we talked about that when Getty was there, but the very first room, there's like a lot of talking between them.
It is a lot. About 20 seconds
it's like
at least.
40 seconds. Yeah, it's insane.
It's not...
But if you kill them fast enough and get into that position, they stop halfway through the dialogue and Hermione just blows it open.
This... Okay, Matthew also got it, nice.
I got what?
You got the skill as well.
Hey,
Okay, sweet.
He's not even noticing that I'm paying attention, Matthew.
Yeah, because they also didn't, Harry didn't stumble, essentially, from their
Yeah,
attack.
that's the thing that's not supposed to happen. If he stumbles, you won't get it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing of the trick. If he stops for a second, you won't get it for some reason. And you need me, so in case that was on purpose. Or not.
You're gonna get a way better history comparison in the end as well. There's a really cool cutscene at the end of this game, which is actually the best cutscene. Yeah, it just shows all the games we've done today and more because different consoles have different games. So yeah, that's the biggest reason to actually complete this game. Honestly, it's great.
Oh wait, what comes now is surrender. I think now we get surrender.
Yep.
I want to shoot the person who put sprint and cover on the same button.
Yep. And again,
this person, I really want to beat him and ask him if he was drunk when he thought about that idea. That is seriously the worst idea.
Yeah, it's so.
Putting sprint and taking cover on the same button. Really.
Yep, it
Literally
is
two
pretty
opposing
bad.
ends. It
That
very
is one of the most annoying things in this whole thing.
Yeah, and Harry Potter menus are also not really good. Like HP4, you can't rebind any buttons. In this game, you can rebind them, but you can still not separate sprint and dodging.
You could do impedimenta on him.
Yeah, forget it. 'Cause
Draco went out of the spine for it. Me and Blaze are gonna do ya.
So Draco is essentially one of the most broken levels.
No, you just
Oh, you
You have
prick.
to walk quite a bit. The only somewhat interesting thing is to wait over this bridge.
Yeah. Also, it's actually, if you play this casually, for some reason, if you kill Death Eaters, they die in slow motion. Only in this level. But we're sadly not going to kill any of them because it's incredibly slow. But if you were to
I
just
mean, we
shoot...
kinda killed them at some point when we upgrade into them.
Yeah, I guess. That I think it only knocks them over, but yeah.
I've got a funny movie reference in this split name, by the way.
I want to see a split name. Now I want to know. Oh god, set the bloody place on fire.
Yeah, the way he comes screaming that,
not
go and
wrong.
set the bloody place on fire!
I
Ron's
mean,
face
from,
is in that scene.
from here on, just walking down, upgrading down the forest. And now we go, and after this, we are going to get a bit of EA logic again, because apparently, for EA, ghosts have collision. That's the first thing. And the second thing, sideways walking is fast and straight forwards.
Yeah, it's actually a shame
Yes.
because it's a cool cutscene, or like a cool segment actually. It looks quite nice,
Yeah,
but we're not doing much of it because we have to sidewalk because it's just faster.
And we cannot walk through the ghosts, because those are definitely things that we cannot walk through and have collision. Whoever dear for that. Yes. We're having grounds percent.
Beautiful, beautiful ground action. At least we have like the cool slow motion inferno on Matthew's stream, so that's good. There's something to look at.
But I used to always freak out that it was going to catch me in that bit.
You've been so brave, sweetheart. Imagine me.
Can it actually catch you? I've never seen anyone fail in the escape from
Yeah,
the
it's
room of
never
fire.
happened to me, even casually.
And you see, we're faster than the ghost. And that's because
It's
the
not supposed
side
to
was
happen.
walking.
boy didn't make it.
Speedrunning is an excuse to walk through your dead parents. That is very true. No respect. And please at least show Lupin's, like, Lupin's animation, because it's just quite something.
I wasn't even paying attention to whether I got the cutscene skip.
There he is.
That as well to check. Yep, there he is. Just flopping happily with his hands.
You're welcome.
Like
I
if
feel
he's
like-
trying to swim.
I mean, I probably didn't,
The last hawk.
looking at this.
You saw the
Are
snake.
you ahead of you, by the way?
I'm ahead,
Where are they, mate?
By how
but
much?
The boathouse.
I'll let you know in 2 seconds.
By a lot, actually. Holy shit.
47 seconds.
Oh, nice.
That is pretty dang good.
I actually hope I didn't get the cutscene skip,
And you
because
have
I don't want to run against that.
forwards now. The thing, you can like get at least a minute over all times of you.
Yeah,
like, 30
good luck
seconds.
with the awkward split, that's for sure.
Fuck
Now, if
me.
you remember, kill the three
Right.
at the rooftop.
I've got
That
impedimenta.
will save your ass.
I've got impedimenta ready.
Like also impedimenta if you heal, like after, like during the slow motion, you get, you're gaining.
No, don't operate there.
Never upgrade my cover. And that's whole surrender.
There you go.
Nice.
Great level. Just walking.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Let's focus on Matthew for a second because in Garry's is the only cutscenes and that's the scary
You
part.
can kill the at the top three. Yes, there we go. Like, and then you get the
Dude.
one in front of
Dude.
you. Oh, God. One in front of you. And let's go.
Still alive though, so that's all that matters. And that is looking good, I think. Yep.
Yeah, you got this actually.
Yep. Nice.
Now
Made it
activating.
without dying. With some awkward cover, that's just what happens in this game.
Yes.
I don't know whether to go for the surrender strat or not now. I don't want to risk it.
You can actually go like take cover at the stone thing because for some reason there's a save point already. This early save point you can get.
Okay.
And interestingly, you can die, but you hit the checkpoint at the same time. You just reload. It's just quick.
I'm in two minds now whether to go for the surrender strat.
Just because the rest of the street just walk big like from side to side. That's it. You got this.
I don't want to fuck up a decent pace. I mean, there's plenty of places to fuck it up. At least I'll extend my lead if I get it.
Yep.
The thing is, I'm also not playing on my preferred, how's it called, sensitivity. Because for changing the sensitivity, EA was completely smart again. You have to be in the game.
Yeah, of course.
For whatever reason.
EA is always smart. We should know that by now, honestly.
Yeah, if you apparate down there. Okay, you could definitely tell he's nervous.
HP7.2. Yeah, most of the PSP games are not amazing. We've talked about them actually earlier. I don't actually know which games are on PSP. Like, I think actually all of them, right? From 4 onward. But I don't quite know. But yeah, they're always it's just slow and laggy and just awful.
Yes, we all know Harry Potter is dead. And that was one of my favorite scenes out of the whole game, how Malfoy gives Harry a wand. For some reason they cut that wonderful scene out of the movie, and I would like to kick the director's ass for that.
The scene exists though, but yeah.
But it's not in the final movie.
No, they filmed it, but they decided to
I know.
leave it cutting
the same, yeah, for whatever reason. But for me, it looks like there was a decision that was pretty close to like the film release because they kept it in the game.
Yeah, I assume so as well. They probably got inspired from the movie, and then the movie cut it out, but the game didn't.
Well, I think they actually cut it out pretty close to the releasing date. But if they would have known that, they would have probably cut this out here as well.
Probably a rough decision. Like it's the decision essentially between Malfoy getting his a redemption or him staying the bad guy. Essentially, I guess that's the decision they've been doing. Anyways, the Voldemort fight. You always want to snipe him when he teleports because then he should teleport away and he takes a good bunch of damage. But this fight is kind of weird. Like super RNG. You can lose or save a lot of time.
Don't take cover there.
Like, I had one fight where he just appeared to one in another place right next to me. Yeah. Which is still, even though it was that good, not the best thing you can get. Because where the fuck is he? Because Flo gets casually a better one because it's Flo.
Yeah, of course. But it's really just, the fight just depends on where he teleports mostly and like how he reacts to your spells. If he stays and cast spells at you, that sucks because he deflects like that. He's just not taking damage if he does that. So you want that to happen, like not that often. But there's not too much you can do to influence it. Meanwhile, Matthew makes his way down the stairs, which is kind of a scary segment as well, honestly. There's a lot of stuff shooting at you.
That's why I did the save and reload, because it despawns a couple of the enemies.
Oh, okay.
That's why I do it, not for the time save.
That's a good. I actually didn't know that. That's a good spread. Reloading is OP in this game. Confirmed.
Yeah, it really is. Now Roman's angry, and now we have to flee. And this is an annoying part, in my opinion.
I don't know, I just like this section. I love the trash talk between them.
Yeah.
Voldemort and Harry trash talk. It's great.
But, like, sometimes the mouse, or, like, the thing can just behave pretty weird.
Yeah, that's true.
Or, like, for some reason it didn't hit, like, this time. Which can literally cost you the whole thing. If you're unlucky. Yeah.
It's a pretty easy idea. You just destroy everything behind you and it slows Voldemort down. That's the entire thing here.
I used to really struggle with that chase.
Destroy the roof, but please do not ask me which part of the roof. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right in the beginning. But you don't need it.
Stop blocking my spells.
Yeah, it's not that necessary. Like, 12 things and like the shells are enough.
Yeah. Also, Field's Greyback man. Stupid boss fight, like literally the worst.
Yeah,
boss
I know you
fight.
had
And
trouble
this
with it in your Octo PB.
Yep, that was terrible. Like, it's just weird, I don't know.
I can
Whoa.
actually recommend this this game to you because it's actually a fun game to run.
Yeah, no, that's if you want to get into Harry speedrunning, this game does not really have much to learn in terms of tricks, and it's quite fun. It's not too long, and yeah, I would
This
say
game
so as well.
actually, imagine me not wanting to do it again.
5 and 6 also works. Like, I would say if you want like good games to get into where you don't have to learn much except the route, 5, 6, and 7.2 are perfect. Like, I would also still recommend 3 though, because it's just a good run. You just have to learn some tricks. Or 2 as well. 2 is decent as well.
Actually, 2N is like getting like my time is shit.
Whoa,
But, like, getting
whoa,
a
whoa,
decent
whoa.
time and
Yeah.
2 N is actually easy to learn.
Where's he gone?
True. You can just if you want.
Imagine me not knowing the word and I cannot semester what I wanted to say.
I feel like that was okay.
Yeah. Except that you almost died, but you didn't, so it worked out. Let's see if you will get the Pock apparition after the cutscene.
How do you go for that?
Ah, okay.
How do you go for that? Do you just...
Yeah, you just like hold forward and right and spam apparition during the
that was
Oh, he
bad.
got it! He got it!
That wasn't. Where did that teleport? That was weird as hell.
Yeah, that must...
Yeah, he like...
Whoa, whoa,
okay, now
whoa!
come-
Losing time.
now
Losing
we
time
come
on
out
this.
the worst things.
I shouldn't have gone for that.
That's essentially that's the idea. Just a bit different to the right, but at least we've seen it, so that's good.
Dude, go! Apparate!
I'm actually trying to put up a sensitivity for that.
Like your mouse sensitivity for Genie.
Yeah, like normally I play on a higher one in general. I was way too lazy to like actually edit do it for PP hopes. But
This
now that
entire
PP
segment
stuff-
is just filler. Like
It
7.1
does
really doesn't have much downtime. Most of it actually follows the story and it makes perfect sense. But now you're all of a sudden Genie and you have to defend the courtyard, which makes no sense because Voldemort is like Harry's already come back to life, so no point. They should all be fleeing, and it should only be Voldemort and Harry, and like Bellatrix maybe.
Alright, so... I'll go for the surrender thing. If I fail it, then I'm... losing the time save.
I don't think you lose all of it, but yeah.
Well, I lost 1 minute 10 seconds yesterday. To failing it.
Oh wow. Never mind then. I'm sure you'll get it. But yeah, Geddy's fighting will go on for another like 2 minutes or so probably. It's just the same.
more.
That we just
Oh, that was
yeah,
pretty good.
that was pretty good indeed, I agree.
Okay, I
think
might want I might want to retime that just to know how good like the
Yeah, I
whole
was
thing
about
is
to
at
say,
the
I think
end.
your second half of the run was actually really good. But you don't have loadless, so yeah.
I don't
you
care. I
retime.
just want to know how fast it is in general.
Yeah. It was really only that dragon mistake and the time your internet shortly crashed.
I mean,
or-
no, like the run was bad in general. I'm just talking about the Genie section actually, the first one.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh, I
want
thought
to
the
know,
most
I
of the
don't
run was decent.
No, like the whole one was trash.
Should he fail, the Dark Lord will return to you.
Oh, Cat is back with a PogChamp.
You know this curse will take
Well, he is a dance gamer, of course, but putting the PogChamp in chat.
only then will Voldemort trust you.
And actually, what is my Octofecta RTA? It's like an 1137 or something, right? So this run is actually close to beating my Octofecta, the relay race.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should feel bad about that, but
Who's
nah.
on?
The dance gamers, the leading team, I guess, is close to
okay.
beating that.
Yes.
This is actually good Genie. Currently.
Yeah, it is. Ginny IL world record incoming? Question mark.
I'm not recording.
Now I jinx you again. Sorry.
They killed Luke
I mean, there's a G I really don't care about.
and Fred.
I mean, you can also, if you want to retime this would be valid. You sound and everything, so even if you don't local record, this genie would work.
You see at the end how it goes.
I'm going there. Now. Are you mad?
Like you see how fast I could move. This is why I want the high sensitivity for this one.
Kill the snake.
Yeah, it actually makes sense. You can look around like quite well. I actually never thought about that because I realized that as well. Like Ginny is slow as hell when she turns.
Yeah, in general it helps quite a lot.
Well, nice. I do not want to lose that.
Alright, yeah, good luck Matthew. This is clutch time.
And Gertie showed me how to do it beforehand.
Yeah, well, thanks for the host slam. Appreciate it. Welcome back.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I lost yesterday by failing it.
I want to go home. I don't want
I hope you had a nice stream. I would be not a good person to do, to race a relay team because I'm not good enough to win against them. I mean, I guess it would be close at least because if Flo races a relay race, he wins, right? Except if he has a big HP1 like today, but
Well,
wins.
And like the second thing, last one, where only have to kill like one guy.
Yeah.
Disappear.
Then they despawn. And then
oh
the
yes,
archer-
yes.
I think the end fucked it up a bit.
Even got the punk apparition into the cutscene.
Yeah, now if you spam it again, you can upgrade early again a bit.
They are not quite spammed, unfortunately.
I've had a
It's
decent
been
run.
quite an unfortunate factor for them. Like in HP4, Mark crashed like 4 times within 2 minutes, and then Mylan crashed twice in 7.1. So they have been cursed with crashes mostly, and that's hard to recover from. Also, we'll have Bellatrix getting killed very soon.
Right,
Can
switch
you
to
explain
keyboard.
Bellatrix part? Because I'm curious myself.
The last fight is Flo uses configure quite a lot, but the main thing you use is Liberfy and Explosive.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I do as well.
Let's not become a ghost
Like-
sandwich here.
Like, I'm not that big of a fan of using configure between here.
Yeah, I don't really
think
know if
it's
it
the
does that
biggest
much
point.
damage.
It does a bit. Like if we have like cooldown on both, I also rotate the spells a bit more. But like in general, I don't think it's too important.
so brave, sweetheart.
Also, another fun fact I'd like to point out: Mrs. Weasley can sprint on default, while Hermione cannot in the chamber level. So, Mrs. Weasley definitely more athletic than
And
Hermione.
her
but
explosive feels way faster. Just saying.
it is quite fast, right? She's going completely ham. Holy shit! If you look at her wand movement,
Does it hurt?
he's an old woman beating you. Yeah, there's also one forced quick time event in Bellatrix every time, which you cannot.
Which you fail on purpose, by the way.
Yeah, which you just let Ms. Weasley get absolutely demolished by the rock because it's just the quick animation and you don't die from it, thankfully. So
I'm sorry.
it's one of the quick time events you can just, let it happen.
Or some.
Others will tell anyone his mother and father died for.
And Bellatrix always heals to half her health afterwards for whatever reason, so it's kind of annoying. Want that to
Serious?
get that out of the way quickly.
I thought he was going to block me in.
I will try to.
Sirius being a douchebag. Just because he's dead, he thinks he's better.
I will never forget you.
I'm safe now, right? I'm becoming a sandwich.
There shouldn't be more ghosts on the way. And there goes Bellatrix. So the second to last boss fight. Katie is definitely almost done. So the dance gamers
Yeah, now
are
we get into
close.
Voldemort, and for Voldemort I actually have a bit to say. When we started adding ILs, we were running Voldemort quite a bit, and I think Katashi brought Voldemort, like the first one,
Stay
down to like pretty low. I think like you're 51, the first one, if I'm not completely wrong.
There you go. I saved 20 minutes on doing that. 20 seconds, I mean.
Incredible.
Nick, so what's your PB? 7.2?
Harry Potter,
If only I knew. Wait, I can check with the command.
the boy who lived,
Second one.
come to
Is it
die.
like this?
It's like it's a 129.48-ish.
Okay, get in there. Also, you want to do 7.2, not 7.1.
Oh yeah, but I still don't know how it works.
Brave.
I think it's P1. Like,
Sir?
Oh yeah,
Let me
I
try.
think that's what.
PB.
You are dead, aren't you?
Oh yes.
Then I'm
Oh,
dead
I
too.
can't even.
PH, yeah, definitely.
But I
there
There you go.
kill me.
Got it.
And that
So
will
139.20, never mind.
129.47, yeah, apparently.
A bit of him
RTA.
lives in me.
Because
Okay,
it's
my
not loaded.
summer best is a 131.28.
It was destroyed.
Yeah,
Now
nice.
we're getting last cuts, like the last game cutscene, really.
Were the seventh Horcrux,
Uh-huh.
Harry.
Why do you live? The best
Horcrux
cutscene?
he never meant
Yes,
to
and
live.
then we go to the last fight,
What about
which
the
is
Hallows?
You, Harry,
completely dumb,
possess
but which actually you
for
can
you
see
do
that
not
is
seek
better on
his
controller.
name.
Interesting.
You accepted death, knowing that there are
Like
far
easy because you
worse
can
things
control
in
it
the
better.
living world.
Yeah, you
Control
kind of.
WASD.
It's a good point.
That is up to you.
Like if you can put it good,
Help
get
will
good
always be
with it
given
even
at Hogwarts
with the
to those who
arrow
ask
keys.
for it.
the WASD, but like you can definitely see a
sorting
difference between controller.
Neville, who is Hagrid carrying?
This will be around 139, probably.
139?
Yeah, 1139.
Oh, the final
Okay.
time, yeah. Yeah, probably. Which is pretty nice, honestly.
Right, I need a good end now. My Ginny has improvements because I never used to use Impedimenta much. I've started to implement
Actually,
it.
139 will be actually kind of close.
But was
No,
quite
actually
useful.
139 should be a bit.
Saved your life.
Yeah, it should be. I think this is
Now
less
we
than
go
a
to
minute.
last fight. Yeah, it's like 48-ish, I think.
Don't be
Yeah. Yeah, the idea of this fight is you just want to... I mean, the game tells you as well, but you want to keep the big ball focused on Voldemort, essentially. On his head, most...
I'd like to say something. Yes, we lost Harry tonight.
And then just forces the spell back into his wand, and eventually he dies, because that also makes sense.
Isn't over.
Okay, that was a weird one.
Yeah.
Potter.
I really don't want to try to hold the buttons too long. You kind of want to tap more.
All in ruins. Ruins, Harry.
And we have.
There we go. That's the time for the dance game. It's GG's. That is honestly pretty good. So GG's to the entire team. I think honestly from that team, nobody had a bad run. Like I think all of them actually performed really
Mine
well.
was bad. Mine was bad.
It wasn't awful though.
It wasn't
Yeah,
awful, but it wasn't good either.
Oh, all of them have been actually good. Like and even the PV with Sammy, so even like a very good run.
Dude, I keep missing.
Sure, Raku. You can jam me. Yeah, we're gonna watch the final cutscene with Getty sound because that cutscene is pop, and now I'm gonna switch you over to Matthew's sound because we cannot forget he's still on one hell of a run and on a PV
I at
phase.
least
So.
want to have the cutscene now too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can add the prediction. You can also post it on Discord. It's probably better, like in case more people are interested as well. Okay. I'm curious actually, but I love stats. Stats are what I live for.
Yes, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
You have lost everything, Harry.
Yeah, for 50 minutes. I feel the same. But like
So-
150k, the fuck.
Yeah, the upset did not happen. The blue wins. So GG's to everyone who predicted that correctly. And GG's to the team once again. Like, honestly, good work. Good work.
I watched 11 hours and 39 minutes of Harry Potter today. Over.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah, cheap.
I think it's good.
Actually, I watched like 11, 28. I've been gone like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Panic.
Hey guys, in 11 minutes we have to report because time switch.
We jump for an hour.
Whoops, leave.
It's obviously in this entire round. It's a bit unfortunate there was never really close after one. Like,
Dude. That was too
kind of
close.
felt like it was decided after HP1, but you know, it was still a really fun event. I enjoyed it. I did a lot of, like, I think the tech stuff was
Guys,
very
you
good.
have the best cutscene.
Yeah. We also
Guys, I almost choked that.
Yeah, that was
The new program you're using is actually nice for that, I guess. You haven't had any problems with the RTMP, I guess. Oh,
Nope.
things.
Well, it's really just that we don't use VLC anymore. Like, this thing is so much better.
Yeah. That's
It's
nice.
insane.
We've got
It's not buffering at all or anything. That's what VLC used to. VLC used to just unsync every now and then randomly and stupid.
Or dying.
Yeah, or the completely beat out. Yeah, this cutscene is just great. Just so good.
HP3, 6 jump best game. Where are you?
And from now on, it's just the PC games. Well, I mean, they just don't show the GBA games or DS games, which makes sense because they were kind of yikes.
And like from 4 on, the games are the same on the platform.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fuck off.
So I actually played all of the games from 2 to 6 on PS2.
There we have it.
This is the
That's
greatest cutscene.
Yeah.
This is also the best reason to finish this game.
Yeah, for that alone, it's worth it to finish this
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
Nice.
Let's draw attention to the fact that I've golded everything.
Really, every split. Jesus. Dude, you're on one hell of a run. I've tried to switch over to your audio. Do you stream your the Discord call as well, right?
Yeah, I should have everything. I'm not sure what the balancing's like.
Yeah, we'll
Now we also have
see
extra.
what that. Give me a second, Chad. You'll have your in-game sound very soon.
I quit the stream button.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yo, dude, stop running. I love it when you just end up with that one Death Eater that's invincible.
Okay, they should switch it over to the stream. Yep, it looks like it. Let me check on my phone how the audio levels are. Yeah, that's support Matthew on the final spreadsheet because once again it's a really good run. So
Not having a very good Genie though.
yeah, Genie is always kind of weird, honestly.
People keep Protego my fucking impedimentus.
They do like to do that. They're smart boys.
Nice. And browser didn't include my 1 month price.
Dude, you fucking arsehole.
General.
Keep fighting. We have to win.
Harry needs more time.
But like Matthew's time is definitely better.
Yeah, from what I can tell, the audio seems pretty okay on stream. We'll have this towards the end. And this is also almost over, so I think Matthew actually caught up in that final run. Like, we went in with 15 minutes of a disadvantage carrying over from the relay. And I think it's going to be less at the end of this. Don't quote me on that, but I think so.
But I
Thank
mean,
you.
I can excuse I lost 2 minutes.
Yeah.
1
Yeah,
minute
yeah,
to
yeah.
not being my full, 1 minute to me being okay at some point, I guess.
Yep, pretty much.
And you saw the updated version essentially, I guess, in Discord?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it looks good. I would love to use that for like the future. Nice
I
layout.
think like, in case like when the background is added, like, just added to your OBS.
Wait, what is weird about the sound? Audio scuff? Wait, why? Let me listen in.
I think you sound like you're like in a big hole, I think.
Yeah, I do, but why? Is that how I sound on Discord?
No, that's not how it is.
Hopefully it's not all gone wrong and it's invalidated.
No, it's fine. No, your game audio is perfectly fine. It's just me being like, I sound like I sit in a train
That's
station.
unfortunate.
It's fine though. I try to talk less.
I think that's where what belongs to right. Top left, top right on our team names and planning.
Dude, you fucking arsehole.
Yeah, I see. How long is the game until like after Ginny actually? Does anyone know?
In this section, like, I don't know what way it is on. I think, let's say, like, 3 to 8 minutes left-ish.
Okay. Yeah, that seems
Depending
about
on
right.
where he is, right? Like, I think, depending on, I don't know how good the supply of drinks is, but there's, like, 148.
Where's he gone?
So, like, 2. The next volley, I think, is 3.
I think it's way we're close to be done though, the Death Eaters. I think there's like towards the end. I don't know.
Almost actually 150.
Because this is pretty close actually to the end. I think it's like another 7 minutes or so probably. Also, summertime will hit later for Matthew though, because he's in the UK. So
In an hour, yeah.
That's like 2 minutes. Not like 5, no. Like
We've done it!
4-ish.
That was
5.
brilliant.
mhm.
Well done, everyone.
Something like that.
Correct.
Very, very little time left. So that was a really, really nice HP7.2 to close it out.
Maybe we'll lose an hour tonight. It's gonna be 4 a.m. soon, boys.
Oh
Okay,
boy,
right.
Nixon, what's...
Three.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
Nixon,
you
your
just
mic
went
is
all
broken.
echoey now, Nixon.
So what?
You
Your
now
mic
sound
is
really weird.
broken now. Replug your mic, I guess.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's fixed, okay.
Wow.
Like
What
you
the heck?
kinda sounded like... It just sounded like you're being underwater at some point.
I didn't change anything. Discord, please.
Oh, yeah,
Why
I
you
missed
do
the
this?
thing in like the thing again in the folder.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's
Like some
bad.
quality loss and bad stuff. Yeah, that's good. And like if you want anything changed, just tell me and change it.
Thanks. Appreciate that a
Like
lot.
Martin and I will talk about it a bit and see what would make sense. And then we have that enough. Oh, I just didn't add one thing that I think might be necessary, like for the host.
Oh yeah, no, I can just put that wherever, honestly.
Or you leave it away. I don't think it should be that important, but yeah.
Oh, goddammit, Bellatrix cutscenes are scary. Like, what the heck?
But with luck, you can somehow not very similar of these small ones. I think Roll's best build is like 111.
Wow, that's sick. You don't get a single one of those weird like screeches, that's it.
I think we did like also one set.
Okay, the cutscene right at the last second.
I think that was a good Bellatrix as well, let's see pretty quick. Dude, what is this pace?
It's nice PP pace.
That's for sure.
This actually isn't that far from getting close to you.
No, it's really good. Like it's 131, isn't it? I think it's gonna be a 31 load.
No, there's a minute cutscene in the middle of this.
Oh yeah, I guess true. It's 32 for sure.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
We have 45 seconds left till it's 2 AM because time ahead of you.
No, this relay is gonna go over the time zone.
It's sorted all the grinding, I'll be better at this now.
You still can save seconds there, Matthew. Holy shit. You give yourself like 3 seconds back.
God, you've gone really quiet for me all of a sudden.
I know, I was far away.
Ah, there you go.
You could have
Maybe
stayed
it's
for 3
falling
seconds
asleep.
back at least. No, I was just way. Actually, I'm not tired at the moment. I'm just hungry as hell.
Yeah, that's fair. Same here, actually.
Well, like, we could have saved like 3 seconds at least though.
Imagine getting stuff to eat at 3 AM.
Now it's 3 AM.
Yep, there we go. The big pop time jump.
In like 4 hours now, I'm awake for 24 hours.
That was good.
Oh, it's really good, yeah. Honestly,
That's
I
actually
can't,
quite nice.
I can't remember actually participating in this time zone switch. Like, I usually just sleep, so I can't
Yeah, I
remember
know.
actually being awake for that.
Yeah. 24 hours somehow, yes, not wrong. There's even more optimal way to do the last one, actually.
Yeah, why do you live?
You try to implement the last one, volley mod at the end, that you run towards them.
Well, in
Implement as flying.
good news, this will beat Liam.
Oh, nice.
That is very good news.
William has a 134, yeah. Like, between you and, like, between you, Hickson and Liam, there's such a big difference. Wait, you really have to do any percent run again. You don't even have a loadless. I just realized.
Yeah, I know.
Like, have one engine plus.
I
I mean, technically you have a loadless time, but not loadless PB.
I mean, and I didn't PB in Octofecta because I always suck at 7.2 for some reason in Octofecta.
Yeah, this adds to my thing. I play better 7.2 when I'm tired. Remember my Octo? I was exhausted and I PB. I always PB 7.2 when I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
maybe
I
was talking about it earlier and I've just proven it again. It's 3 o'clock in the morning now, because, you know, summertime. Oh no, 2.
for you as well.
No.
Yeah.
I forgot my phone changes automatically.
Yeah.
My 7.2 is always on form when I'm tired. Start pulling all-nighters just to grind 7.2.
Sounds worth it.
Ah! Auto splitter should finish it off for me.
It's definitely 32. There you go. GG's.
I'm happy with that.
Really nice.
I thought my PB was unbeatable and I've gone and done it by over 2 minutes. That's good.
That is quite impressive to finish it out with. Holy shit. Yeah, what a relay, honestly. Like, I'm actually happy how people perform in this. I think most people have done really well.
Yeah, thanks to the GG's chat.
Takes the flow.
I floated well as well. One good corner.
Why didn't it work for him?
Yeah, I switched back to my PC audio. Yeah, I mean, that was fun. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, definitely. Also, watching the whole thing was fun as well.
Yeah, glad to hear. But it's, yeah, 3 PBs during this. I mean, if we go back, Zasta did really well, Flo did well, except that one spot.
Thanks, Keith.
Cookie and Tavern, really close lays, both good times. Fact and Nikki PB, and Frack.
We've seen the cutscene. What I'm going to do is save my